Welcome to this quick guide to mastering 20 essential GRE words. These words frequently appear on the exam, and understanding their meanings through examples will help you feel more confident on test day. Prescient. Having or showing knowledge of events before they happen. Example, Sarah's prescient comment about the company's future expansion was proven right a year later. Dissemble. To disguise or conceal one's true motives or feelings. Example, even though he was nervous, Jake managed to dissemble and appear calm during the meeting. Idiosyncrasy, a peculiar trait or habit specific to an individual. Example, one of Mark's idiosyncrasies is that he always writes with his left hand even though he is naturally right-handed. Fledgling. A person or organization that is inexperienced or underdeveloped. For example, the fledgling startup struggled in its first year but eventually found its footing. Blithe, showing a casual or carefree indifference, sometimes considered callous. For instance, her blithe disregard for the rules got her into trouble with her boss. Obsequious, excessively eager to please or obey. For example, the obsequious intern always agreed with the manager, hoping to gain favor. Soporific, tending to induce sleep or drowsiness. For example, the professor's monotonous voice had a soporific effect on the students. Inchoate, just beginning to form, not fully developed. For instance, the project was still in its inchoate stages, lacking a clear structure or timeline. Rancor, long-standing bitterness or resentment. For example, there was rancor between the neighbors after years of disputes over property boundaries. Jingoism, extreme patriotism, often favoring aggressive foreign policy. For example, the rally was marked by jingoism, with speeches that emphasized national superiority. Misanthrope, a person who dislikes or avoids other people. For instance, after years of working alone, Emma became somewhat of a misanthrope, preferring solitude over company. Propensity, a natural tendency or inclination to behave in a particular way. For example, she has a propensity for forgetting names, even of people she's met several times. Convoluted, extremely complex and difficult to follow. For example, the book's convoluted plot made it hard to understand what was happening at times. Amorphous, lacking a definite shape or form. For instance, the clouds took on an amorphous shape, constantly shifting in the sky. Exacerbate, to make a problem or situation worse. For example, his refusal to apologize only exacerbated the tension between them. Prevaricate, to speak or act in an evasive way. For example, that when asked why she was late, Jane began to prevaricate, avoiding a direct answer. Abate, to become less intense or widespread. For instance, after hours of heavy rain, the storm finally began to abate. Ameliorate, to make something better or improve it. For example, the new policy was implemented to ameliorate working conditions for employees. Didactic, intended to teach, especially in a way that is overly instructive. For instance, the professor's didactic tone made the lecture feel more like a moral lesson than a discussion. Vacillate, to waver between different opinions or actions. For example, he vacillated for weeks before deciding which job offer to accept. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing these words, and with consistent effort, you'll feel prepared and confident to ace your GRE exam.